You ever heard coyotes scream at night? Not bark, not howl, scream. Like they seen something the dark wasn't meant to show them. Now sometimes, that ain't no coyote. Sometimes, it's a skinwalker. Out west, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, land full of dust and memory. Long before roads, long before borders, the stories were already there, whispered, crossed the rocks, echoed through bone. The Diné people, white folks call them Navajo. They don't say the word out loud, not if they want to keep their skin on straight. They call it Yinaldlushi, means with it, he goes on all fours. But it don't just mean crawl, it means become. See, skinwalkers ain't born, they're made. Used to be healers, shamans, medicine men, people chosen by the spirits. But somewhere along the way, they twisted. Jealousy, greed, lust for power. And then, the final step, they kill. Not a stranger, not an enemy. They kill family, a brother, a sister, a cousin. That's the price, the blood sacrifice. And in return, they get the gift. The gift to shift, to change, to become beast, fox, owl, wolf, coyote. But that's not all. They can become you. Voice, face, walk. Even memories. You ever feel like someone's watching you at night? Shadows just a little too still. You ever hear your dog whimper at the door, tail tucked, eyes wide but not barking? Could be nothing. Could be something. Skinwalkers don't just walk on all fours. They crawl, they climb, they hang upside down like bats and watch you sleep. They knock 3 times. Real soft. Then a whisper. Let me in. I'm cold. A rancher out in Kayenta once said his horse looked sick. Wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, kept staring at the barn. One night he walked out, found the horse standing tall, 2 legs, grinning, with human teeth. Now, they can't be killed easy. Bullets don't do much, unless they're white ash, blessed, burnt under a full moon. That's the only way to end them clean. Or, you say their real human name, the one they had before the change. Say it out loud. It shatters the curse. But problem is, they don't leave names behind. Only footprints and silence. Let me tell you what happened to old Jimmy near Shiprock. He was just a kid, 10 maybe. Saw his brother standing out by the shed one night. But his brother had been dead for 2 weeks. Still same height, same boots, same eyes. But the smile, wrong, too wide. He raised his shotgun, fired, hit nothing. The thing tilted its head like it was confused, then vanished. They don't rush, they don't charge, they study, watch you eat, watch you brush your teeth, learn how your dad clears his throat, how your sister hums in the shower. They practice. One night, a woman heard her son at the door. "Ma, let me in. I forgot my key." She opened it. He was there, but the eyes, too dark, no whites, like 2 holes cut out of paper. She blinked. He was gone, just footprints in the rug, burned into the carpet. They feed on fear, but not just yours. They feed on the fear of the people around you. You let one in and they can wear you like a coat, smile like you, talk like you, and no one will ever know the switch happened until it's too late. Sometimes they don't knock, they just appear. Middle of the road, middle of your dreams. You blink, and your mom's voice says, "Come outside, baby, it's safe." But your mom's been buried 6 years. Kids vanish off the res. Dogs vanish. Chickens gutted, hung from trees in spirals. And nobody talks. Not even the cops. Not even the priests. 'Cause everyone knows, the more you speak it, the closer it comes. This ain't legend, this ain't myth, this is survival. You don't say the word, you don't whistle after dark. You don't answer knocking. And if you see yourself standing outside your own house, run. They don't sleep, they don't blink, and they don't ever stop watching. If part 1 told you what they are, this here's where they live and how they feed. You think monsters got fangs and claws? Nah, that's the movies. Skinwalkers don't need claws. They use faces. Faces you trust. Sometimes they live in caves, but not the kind tourists walk into. These caves? They breathe, they move. Locals say the red canyons hide them. Bluffs where even birds won't fly. Places where GPS dies. Where time don't tick right. You ever hear two birds singing the exact same tune, same rhythm, one after the other? That ain't no harmony. That's echoes learning. That's something studying you. There's a rancher named Hank. Lived east of Gallup, Arizona. Big land. 6 dogs. All part wolf. Said they never feared nothing. One night he walks outside 'cause his dogs ain't barking. Not even breathing. They all just staring at the tree line. Still. Eyes wide. Like they seen God. Or something worse. That's when he saw her. A woman. Standing naked in the middle of the field. Pale skin. Hair like algae. Soaking wet. Even though it hadn't rained in weeks. She waves. He calls out, "You all right, miss?" She tilts her head, takes one step forward, her knees bent backward. Then she barked. But the sound came from behind him. He spun round. She was there too. Same face, same smile, same woman. 2 of her. One hissed, the other grinned. Then they started to circle him. Fast, crawling on all 4s. He fired around, missed. Both disappeared like mist. Next morning, dogs gone. No blood, no drag marks. Just the collars, arranged in a perfect circle. Skinwalkers feed on fear, but not just fear. They want confusion, doubt. They want your mind open, like a door left on the latch. They whisper things at night, things no one else should know. Secrets, things you told nobody, things you thought you forgot. And if you ever speak their name, the real name, that's a welcome mat. That's a calling bell. They're coming. Not everyone sees them. You gotta be fragile, emotionally cracked, spiritually hollow, like a house with the windows busted out. That's why they haunt folks in grief, the lonely, the suicidal, the nearly dead inside. There's a stretch of highway out past Tohatchi. They call it the Silent Mile. No cell signal, no engine sound, even the radio dies. One trucker said he saw a baby sitting in the road. He stopped, got out. Baby looked up, eyes black, no nose, no mouth, just a hole, like a mask with teeth. Then it stood, not crawled, stood, 7 feet tall. In 4 seconds, the trucker pissed himself, left the rig running and ran 3 miles through the sagebrush. Still won't drive past there, not even in daylight. Skinwalkers don't chase. They don't need to. They wait. And they watch. They knock soft. They use voices, you know. Voices you miss. "Hey, it's me. You left the porch light on." Or, "Mom, I forgot my backpack." And if you open that door, you're not you no more. One girl in Chinle opened the door for her boyfriend. He died in a truck crash 3 months earlier. He was smiling, crying, looking just like he always did. Said, "I came back. I missed you." She let him in. Next morning, the neighbor found her in pieces, flayed clean, skin pinned to the wall like wallpaper, trail of red footprints leading straight out the back door, into the woods. If you think you've seen one, you probably did. If you think it's watching you now, it probably is. They don't live in caves. They live in doubt. They live in your voice when you tell yourself, "I'm just being paranoid." They live in your denial, your hesitation, your blink, and once they're in, they'll wear your face, your memories, your laugh, and no one will know the difference. There's this kid named Levi, 12 years old, lived with his grandpa on the res, sweet boy, fed the goats, said his prayers, never caused trouble. One night, 3 goats went missing, no tracks, no blood, just vanished. Levi goes out to look. Flashlight beam catches a shape, a goat, standing upright. Then it says, "Levi, you look just like your mother." He drops the light, screams, runs home, doesn't speak for 3 days. Grandpa says Levi looks fine, but his smile's too wide, and he don't blink anymore. Then one night, they both disappear. Sheriff finds claw marks on the walls and teeth, human teeth, buried in the floor.